Alright guys, it's Sadie, and I want to show you, I redid my ion ray gun here. Okay, so what I did was, you can tell that this is different here, and that's just basically a full wave rectifier, and it's smashed a little bit to look like an oval, and then I put capacitors across the middle. So these are 20 kilovolts each. So I have three, and it's, if you look at it as a box, it's 3 and 3 and 3 and 3. Those are all 20 kilovolt, and these are 6 kilovolt capacitors here. These ceramic ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not getting up to that voltage. So, and then I did put 2 of these transformers on the side and replaced it with the other one that I had. And I still have the voltage thing on there. And then this is, I don't understand why this wasn't working very well. But I mean, look at all the stages on this one. This was a fail. But you can see all the stages on this one, and it just still wasn't working. I guess I could have tried to measure the voltage on each one of these. These are 15 kilovolt capacitors. I need to order more of those off Amazon. And then I also wanted to show you guys this little thing I got off Amazon too. It's all these little, you know, these little hex things. Look at this. Isn't this cool? It was cheap. So these screws are all metal. And then these are the hard plastic. But for when you're building stuff, it's nice to have this. So I don't have the product number, but it's a nice little thing to have, all those hex things. So, okay, back to this. So what I did is I have that full wave rectifier in there, and then I changed out to these 2 things right here. And those were apparently supposed to be 7 kilovolts. And I have them together. If you could see that, isn't that, I came up with, I mean, I didn't come up with it, but I thought I could just use 2 of them. And you can see I have one output of it hooked up to the other, you know, like 2 batteries. And then I have the one side to the other side, but I made sure that I used the same, like, opposite ones to connect them. I did not switch it around. I didn't switch it around to see if I could get higher voltage out of it. Okay, so and then that right there is the positive, and then there's the negative. But I added, as you can see, I added the flash tube, like a strobe flash tube in there. Oh my gosh, just off pressing it like that, it smells like it smells like the chlorine or the ions, you know, the stuff in there. So that's just the voltage thing. But it seems to have a little bit more power. You can turn off lights. And you can see it lights up, the tube lights up a little bit. And then there it gets closer. It wants to connect. Just the full wave rectifier and the capacitors in the middle, and then the flash tube, and then that's just the sewing needle. And I soldered that together and then put the heat shrinks on it. So it's just an extra little thing. But you could, I forget what they're called. And then you can see that it discharges right there. And I wanted to show you, I'm gonna, instead of doing these stages like this, which on paper this looks like it's supposed to work the best, but it doesn't seem to. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, or if it's I don't know. But it seems like this full wave rectifier works better. And then I got some other, so this is, of course, you have a voltage tripler and a voltage quadrupler. And I think I'm going to experiment with this stuff more because, of course, to make up these parts, there's just not going to be one capacitor there. I'm going to have to put a lot of them in there. Like I said, these are 6 kilovolts, and then these are 15, and I need more of those from Amazon. I wish they had more capacitance, because you look at these two and you say, oh, well, I mean, you could see that this is more capacitance, but that's 6 and that's 15 kilovolts. So this is a small capacitance. Maybe that's why it's working a little bit better. So I guess I could get a bunch of these and then kind of add them up like that. But anyway, I'm going to move on from doing this type of deal because I don't know if I don't have the right input for it. These transformers I have. So I'm going to kind of experiment with these setups like this. And those, it's not such a long, it's not in a long, physically long like that. So I kind of like that better. It's more compact. Okay, so I'll do it one more time so we can see it, but the only reason I have this hooked up there, this wire, is that's just the ground. What you are supposed to do is like have that ground